Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Amanda from Amanda the Biblio, and today we are starting a reading vlog. So this is going to be going from Monday the 22nd through Sunday the 28th. It is currently the 25th at 2:30-ish in the morning. I just got done filming my Phase Out Your TBR, and it was not horrible. I'm excited for you all to see it. I have not been doing well with reading this week at all, but I'm hoping to get better about it. I just really wanted to start a vlog. I've been trying all month. None of them have been coming out. I haven't found a way to film updates that actually make me film the updates, so we'll see. Since I haven't finished anything, let's just talk about what I'm currently working on. So as of this exact moment, I am 84% into Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. I am thoroughly enjoying that book. So this one is about an old lady who ends up coming down to her tea shop one morning and finds a dead body there. So of course, as one does, she's investigating it. So she's getting to know all of the people that she thinks are suspects in this murder and trying to prove that it is a murder to begin with. But I'm having the best time with this book. I think it is a murder, and I think I know who it is. I think I've known since, at the very latest, it was about 75%. I was pretty confident in my guess, but we'll see. But I think pretty much from the get-go, I was like, I think I know who it is. So we'll see. I'm hoping to finish that tomorrow. I hope. I have so much to do tomorrow, but I really want to finish that tomorrow so I can get started on books for Weekathon, because Weekathon's going on right now. It started today, yesterday technically, the 24th, but Pride Bingo started today, and I just decided to join into that, so I'm excited. But anyway, back to the books I'm reading. I am also 63% into Tough Guy, and this one I'm also thoroughly enjoying. I read it a little bit last night, and the bit that I read, I wasn't really feeling, so I'm really hoping that my enjoyment is not like dull for this, but I have really enjoyed watching these characters grow, and I'm excited to see how their relationship progresses and then continue into the series. So really quick, the books that I hope to get to before the end of the month, that's the end of this week and then into a little bit of next week. So not a lot of time, but we'll see. But my plans for Weekathon specifically, there is Last Chance, which I plan on reading. I originally planned on reading Backstage Night with the Billionaire, but I put that on my TBR for July without thinking about it. So for that, I will read something else. I don't know what yet. We'll see. But for Rainbow or Dog on the Cover, I'll be reading Bro and the Beast 2. But for Summer Vibes, I'll be reading Books, Iced Coffee, and a Side of Dragons. That was an arc I got from NetGalley that I really need to get read. Then it was Roll a Dice, which I rolled a dice to correspond with books from my series TBR jar that I haven't gotten to. And for that, I got the Valkyrie's Shadow. And then we have Plants or Building on the Cover, and for that, I'll be reading We Could Be So Good. So lots there. But then I also hope to get to A Demon's Guide for Wooing a Witch, Love Me Not Volume 2, What the Hex, How You Get the Girl, and Agnes Sharp and the Trip of a Lifetime. Those are all books from my series TBR jar that I need to get done. Now, the plan of action right now. I want to finish Tough Guy and Vera Wong's tomorrow so that I can get those off of there and then choose my next reads, which will probably be Books, Iced Coffee, and a Side of Dragons, and then after that it'll be Bro and the Beast 2, because I think that's an audiobook. So I'm going to replace the Last Chance with either Mossed in Space or Tales from the Territory. I really want to get both of those read because they come out Tuesday. So I'd like to get those read this weekend. Either way, I have a lot of reading that I need to get done. We'll see how much I end up getting to. Like I said, it is 2:30. I really need to get to sleep. I'm definitely probably not waking up at 5 o'clock, even though I hope to still. My schedule's been all messed up and I just can't seem to figure it out, but I need to. I really need to. But anyway, I wanted to start this vlog out, then I'm gonna go get some reading done, and hopefully I can check in with you all sometime over the weekend. If not, then I will check back in and close out the vlog on Sunday. So I'll see you in my next update, hopefully when I've finished a ton of these books. Hey everyone, I am back checking in and closing out this vlog. You are precariously stacked up on a blanket, and we're just gonna do this. So I got a lot of reading done over the last week, so I'm very happy for that. But I am still doing Weekathon, so that's still ongoing, and I did Donna's 72 Hour over the weekend, and I did not finish many of the prompts for that. I think I finished one reading prompt and then like one or two of the activities, so I didn't get too much done there. which is fine. Weekathon's still going, so I'm still going to be working on that. I did pause playing Genshin to film this because I really needed to. I didn't fix my shelves. My baby likes to come in and push all the books back. I didn't fix it, so that's a mess. My hair looks disgusting, but I promise. I washed it yesterday. I'm just struggling right now with hair stuff because, like I said, I washed it yesterday and it already looks like this. I need to figure that out, but that's neither here nor there. Getting into the books that I finished, I ended up finishing Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, and I did not write down any of these ratings, so they will be on the screen. I'm still working on catching up in Storygraph. So this was a really fun book. I had a really good time with it. Vera was such a fun character to follow. She was obviously doing a lot of things that she should not have been doing, but that's what made it as fun as it was. I will say, I said in the last clip that I thought I knew who did it, and I was right. But I had a lot of fun with this, and I'm really looking forward to continuing on with the series and seeing what other shenanigans Vera gets up to. Right after that, I ended up reading Agnes Sharp and the Trip of a Lifetime, which is another like old lady solving crime type story, except I feel like Agnes and Vera are two very different people, and it's really hard to compare them. Like I said, Agnes is a very different person than Vera. She used to be a detective, I believe, and that obviously comes in handy as she is solving crime. She is also making decisions that probably aren't the best. She is more on the side of the grumpy old lady, so it's a lot of fun to follow her, and I only am really comparing them because I read them right after each other, one right after the other. But I did enjoy this one. I think I liked book one more than this one, but there is a third book, and I'm really looking forward to getting to that one. This one also has a group of old people that are solving this crime, and they all have their own little quirks, and it's just a lot of fun. Then I finally finished Tough Guy, and this is my least favorite of the series, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it. I really do love these characters so much, and it was really nice watching their story play out and seeing the glimpses into Ilya and Shane that we haven't gotten to really in the show yet. I am really looking forward to the next book, though I am kind of nervous because it's an age gap and those are not my favorite. We'll see how I feel about that one. I do have it on my July TBR though, and probably early in the month. So I had Agnes Sharp down for Summer Vibes for Weekathon, but I don't know if it really fit. It did take place in the winter, but they did go to this resort that they mentioned multiple times was really hot, so I don't really know where to place this one, but I'm going to leave it there. There were pools, and like I said, they said it was warm, so. And Tough Guy did go for Donna's 72 hour, and I just counted that for finishing my current read. I finished Tough Guy this morning, and then I ended up reading Bro and the Beast 2 while I was making dinner. That was a book. This is a very direct sequel to the first book that is just Bro and the Beast, and it's about a guy who ends up getting isekai'd into his brother's favorite Omegaverse book, except at the time he thinks that he's straight, and he ends up realizing that he is mated to the alpha, who is a man. And we're just kind of really exploring that. This book, I can't really get into too many details because obviously it is a sequel, but it picks up quite literally right where book one leaves off. It was an interesting start to the book. I'm having fun with this series, but also I don't know if I recommend it. I don't know how to explain it. I'm having fun, but it's not necessarily good. But after I finished that, I did go back. I had started this before that, during Donna's sprints, and then I finished it after. I ended up finishing Love Me Not Volume 3. This is a manga that follows a girl who, I think if I remember correctly, she's really shy around just people in general, and she ends up getting a crush on a guy, and he denies her. I believe that she confessed and he denied her because he's in love with his stepsister, which I forgot that was part of the plot. That's a thing. So in this volume we are following this stepsister a little bit more and following her crush on somebody else. So obviously things are awkward. I don't like how this one ended. I am afraid to know where it's gonna pick up. This book ended with what technically is sexual assault. So yeah, that's a choice, but I'm probably going to continue just to see. If I really don't like the next volume, then I will probably DNF this series. But those are all of the books that I read this week. I'm going to obviously continue through the end of June with Weekathon, but that will be in the next vlog because I do want these to stay weekly, which is going to be a bit difficult for certain readathons, but whatever. But that's all that I read this week. Let me know in the comments what you read this past week and what you hope to read next week. I am going to start that clip and I'm going to roll my first rolls for July, I think. Maybe I'll save that until I finish off June. We'll see. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed. Make sure, like I said, to comment down below with what you read. If you don't feel like chatting, then feel free to leave a wolf emoji in honor of Rowan the Beast. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you would like to see more from me. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!